What a crazy weekend. I think I mean, have you really gone into diving into like what actually happened with like all the exchanges and the market makers and
Not at all. I've been tied up on my end with some other stuff, and I haven't had a chance to sink in. So, man, go ham. Take all the time you want.
Yeah, so apparently what happened, and I'm not an expert at this whatsoever, but from what I've been hearing is you have a lot of people that had like 2 to 3x leverage on positions all across the board. And a lot of people had a setting on the exchanges set to like collateralize their whole stack instead of just what they were trading with. So like let's say you had like a $10,000 Bitcoin position, right? And you have a 2 to 3x leverage on your Bitcoin position, but you had another $1 million worth of other projects on that exchange. And there's a setting, I guess, to where you can collateralize your other bags to use for leverage. And so let's say that you get there's a 20 to 30% drop on that altcoin that you have, and it flies through that position, but you owe the exchange more money because it keeps going. Well, I guess this setting that a lot of people had on allowed all their other positions to get liquidated to make up for that loss. And then there's also some conspiracy on a lot of market makers did not pick up the liquidity, I guess. Like I said, I'm not an expert at this, but that's what I've heard, where essentially market makers allowed it to happen, and it wiped everybody out. And even people's stop losses didn't even work on some of the exchanges. So you could have been completely safe where you thought you were completely safe and you had your stop losses set at a certain level, but the wipeout was so quick and so extreme that it ripped through the stop losses, completely liquidating people's like full positions that they hadn't even put up in a trade. So it was absolutely devastating. And a lot of these exchanges, you know, don't even know what to say. And I think that there's a lot of manipulation and a lot of, a lot of fraudulent shit going on, in my opinion. I mean, we know how exchanges